You might be thinking, real estate, isn't that for investors, developers, or people flipping houses on TV? Not the case. Real estate is one of the smartest and most lucrative moves you can make for your financial future, especially for someone with a higher than average salary to begin with. First, let's talk about diversifying your income. As a doctor, most of your income comes from your practice, hospital work, or other medical roles. This is great, especially since this is what's made you successful. But it also puts all your financial eggs in one basket, in your ability to work. What happens if you ever want to take a step back earlier than retirement age? Or God forbid, you have a long-term injury that prevents you from practicing medicine again. By parking a portion of your income into real estate, you could be financially independent of any job well before retirement age. This is not a pipe dream. If you're able to buy 5 to 10 homes by the time you're ready to step away from your practice, you could replace your entire income with about 1 to 2 hours of work a week instead of 50 to 60 per week. If this interests you, at the end of the video, I'll give you some tips on how to buy your first rental property. Second, real estate is a long-term wealth builder. As a medical professional, you have high earning potential. The stats show that the more you earn, the more you spend. It's what people call lifestyle creep. But let's say you're good at saving instead of spending. Saving actually isn't enough either. With recent inflation we've experienced, your money has been devalued faster than your savings account has appreciated, meaning you actually lost money by saving it. Combine this with potentially massive student loans and other life expenses, and you may be feeling like your wealth isn't growing as quickly as it should. That's where real estate can really change the game. It is the single best hedge against inflation. It offers substantial, inflation-adjusted appreciation over time. You might be thinking right now, well, don't stocks do that too? In one sense, yes, buying stocks, especially those of big tech companies or funds that follow the S&P 500, can be a very solid way to grow your wealth. But there are two major differences between these two that make real estate stand out. First, you buy real estate with leverage. Because you buy more for less with real estate, your wealth building is much faster. When your stocks appreciate at 10% year over year, you only get a return on whatever you had the money to buy. With real estate, the appreciation you receive year over year isn't just what you initially invested. It's based on the whole value of the home. It's not just your down payment that appreciates, but the full price of the home. Second, and this is huge, cash flow. Real estate provides something that stocks simply can't provide in the same amount, and that's the cash flow. If you own $1 million in stocks, that's great. You can do a bunch with that. But no matter what, you have to sell off some of your assets in order to gain access to your equity. Real estate is different. Without selling off any of your assets, you will receive monthly payments indefinitely. This is why so many people decide to use real estate as their main strategy for retirement. You get the best of both worlds, cash flow to live off of and appreciation to build wealth. But I need to point out one mistake that you cannot make for this to work. You have to purchase a property in a growing market, like right here in Dallas, so that the value of that property will increase significantly over the years. And as property values rise, so does your net worth. Not only that, but your rent will increase as well, leading to more cash flow, more equity, and then more financial independence for when you decide to quit your 60-hour workweek career. To really put the nail in the coffin, we need to talk about tax advantages. This is the one other thing that sets real estate apart from the rest. Let's face it, doctors pay a lot in taxes, but real estate can help reduce that burden. We won't go into all the details in this video, but a quick Google search will confirm what I'm saying. 1031 exchanges, property depreciation, tax cuts on all rental property expenses, and even a short-term rental tax loophole. All of these are examples of how you can cover your real estate growth from being heavily taxed, something that's pretty much impossible to do with stocks. This leads to overall returns of up to 15 to even 20%, more than double what you can get from your stocks after tax. It's true. If you look at the IRR, internal rate of return, for a good stock investment versus a solid investment property, you're typically looking at 8% IRR for stock, 20% for IRR for real estate if you're a seasoned investor. Another question you might be thinking to yourself right now, I don't have time to buy and manage rental properties. That sounds terrible. I already work 60-hour work weeks, but it's a misnomer to assume all real estate investing is a time suck. Here's why. If you have the right team, you don't do anything yourself. If you find the right real estate agent, they will be keeping their eyes out for great rental properties for you to buy. Then, if your agent is really good, they should be recommending you to a highly trustworthy property management company to act as your project manager for any renovations, find and screen tenants for you, and handle all the legal and financial paperwork for you. It's true for everything in life. Finding the right people is the key to success. And so here's my shameless plug. If you want to invest in Dallas, reach out to me and we can have an initial conversation about your goals for investing in real estate. So why should you put your extra cash in real estate specifically? It's the best plan for retirement. It's the best return on your investment, and it's the best way to build generational wealth for your children. None of the information I just gave you is practical. The real question is, where do you start? Obviously, you want to talk to the right people. Begin the conversation by finding a trusted realtor in whatever area you'd like to invest. I recommend investing in your own city since you already have the strategic advantage of knowing the area, the places people want to live, and the places people are leaving. Next, I recommend starting small. Start with a 3-bed, 2-bath, single-family home or a duplex in a nicer part of town. The one thing you're going to want to do is get really good at running the numbers. Don't just buy a property because you want to say you're an investor or because it's cute. Make sure it's a good investment and be patient till you find one. Once you have one rental property, things begin to snowball. With certain strategies like cash-out refinances or 1031 exchanges, you can reallocate home equity into buying additional properties, which further speeds up your wealth-building journey. But again, don't feel like you have to figure this out all alone. Partnering with a real estate agent who understands your goals and even your busy schedule can make all the difference. And of course, make sure you have a rockstar financial advisor or CPA to ensure that you're taking advantage of all the benefits real estate has to offer. For every medical professional out there, real estate isn't just for investors or full-time landlords, it's for you. It's a tool to build wealth, diversify income, create the financial freedom you deserve, and set your grandchildren's grandchildren up for success. If you've been considering getting into real estate, now's the time to explore your options. I hope this video has given you some valuable insights into why investing in real estate could be a game changer for your financial future. If you have any questions or want to chat more about this, feel free to drop them in the comments or reach out to me directly. My info is in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.